Okay, so there 315, you need to write as 360 minus 45. 225 is 150 plus 45. 120 is 180 minus 60. And then you do the same with the ones at the bottom also, right? Then you need to identify which quadrants they all are in, and then you need to put or take the signs in those quadrants. So tan in quadrant 4 is negative, sine in quadrant 3 is negative, sine in quadrant 2 is positive, cos in quadrant 4 is a positive, and then the last one then cos in quadrant. Then guys, what I did from there was I actually, so you could have done it differently from this one, right? You could have gone straight to using your two triangles and putting in the values and then cancelling out. But I used what we spoke about yesterday with those correlations, right? That if you have a sine and a cos and the angles will add up to 90 degrees, they are actually equal. So look what I did. I saw that I have a cos 45 at the bottom here. So I actually changed the sine 45. In the next line, I changed it to a cos 45 so that I could cancel out. Okay, I'll write the other method down now. But does that make sense, guys? Because 45 plus 45 is 90. Right, so those two are correlations. So you can do that. Then I did the same thing here. I saw I have a sine 60 and a cos 50. So I changed sine 60 to cos 50 because 60 and 50, when you add them together, will give you 90. Right? We did it yesterday in this example where we changed the sine 20 at the bottom to cos 70 so that we could cancel them out. Okay, so I'm just saying I did it here as well, but you didn't have to. You could have done the fraction and then cancel out. Yeah, just show you. I think this is maybe a bit shorter. Okay, you see that you have correlation, so it's sine and cos, and the two angles will add up to 90 degrees. Then we can change them. And then when I was able to cancel everything out, the only triangle I actually needed was the 45 degree side. Okay, because I got rid of it. I needed my 45-degree triangle, and it was a quick substitution because tan 45 is opposite over adjacent, right? 1 over 1. So tan 45 is just 1, so that was quite quick from there. But guys, it's fine if from here you instead work with the triangles right from the start. So you said that tan 45 is 1, sine 45 is 1 over root 2, and sine 60 was root 3 over 2, right? And then if you did the same thing at the bottom of the fraction, you said that cos 45, because you're using this triangle, right, is 1 over root 2, and then negative cos 50 would be negative root 3 over 2 as well. Right, and then you could cancel off. That's also fine. So then you have a 1 over root 2 and a 1 over root 2, and you have a root 3 over 2 and a root 3 over 2, and what's left? 3 times 1, and then. Okay, so it's up to you which way you want to do it, guys. If you want to change any co-ratios to the same ratio so that you can cancel them out, or if you want to use your triangle straight away and then cancel off the fraction. You'll get the same amount of marks. All right. No, so you have to look at which one. So which one are you looking at? Yeah, so that one is in quadrant 3, right? One is the any other questions on that one? And guys, this is also a question that can help lots and lots of marks, right? Let's take a look quickly. Sometimes if, or I should rather say, if you are feeling comfortable enough, never mind, don't. So rather do your brackets. You'll probably get a mark for the top and a mark for the bottom. But then they'll give you a mark for each of these, right? For simplifying them again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's already 7 marks. And then if you go to this, they always give 1 mark for subbing in all of the 3 groups, right? So that's quite a lot of work with just 1 mark, but you just got 5 marks for that one line. So I think that's okay. It kind of balances out. And then a mark for actually getting to your answer there, right? So if we're doing all the cancelling and simplifying, so what's that? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a lot of marks, and it's not a difficult question necessarily, there's just a lot going on. So it is easy to make a mistake here or there, especially if you're rushing. But yeah, if it's a 9-mark question, then you basically have 9 minutes for it. I'm not sure how long it took you guys to do this. But obviously the more you practice, the faster you will get working through. Like I said, we are going to practice something today. Okay, the next one wasn't as long, but you actually couldn't work with any special angles in this one. So it relied very heavily on co-ratios. So what I did was, again, the ones that, well, actually all of these you have to change, except for this last one. Remember we said yesterday, a negative acute angle is in the fourth quadrant, right? To find negative 53, that is in quadrant 2. 143, you have to change to 180 minus 57, right? Do you agree with that? 217, I change that to 180 plus 57, and then 127 at the bottom, I change that to 180 minus 53. This one I left as it is for now. You could have changed it to negative sign 53 there. But I just did all my signs except. So now quadrant 2, what's quadrant is X quadrant? Negative. So this becomes, sorry, that looks like a tick. It's the negative that I drew a line through, that one there. So that's negative cos 37. And then cos in the third quadrant, again negative. Right, so another negative cos 57. At the bottom here, sign in the second quadrant is positive. So positive sign 53. What sign in the fourth quadrant? Negative. So negative sign 53. Then guys, I just got rid of my minus basically, and I rewrote my top, right, my numerator in the same way. But then I saw, okay, I'm kind of stuck now. I can't use any special angles. I need to obviously simplify this more, right? So that's sign 53. 53 plus what will be 90? 57. All right, so 53 and 57 are complementary angles, meaning that sine 53 and cos 57, remember that's the different ones, right? Sine 53 and cos 57 are the same. They are co-ratios. I'm going to write that on the side. It was a bit more difficult to see because the values aren't, the values were just a bit more difficult to work with. So here we have that cos 57 and sine 53 are co-ratios because 57 degrees plus 53 degrees will equal 9. Okay, so what I did was I changed the two sine 53s at the bottom to cos 57. But you also, guys, could have changed the two cos 57s at the top to sine 53. All right, so this line you also could have had 2 sine 53 times sine 53 over, what did I have at the bottom? There was 1 minus, so negative sine 53 times sine 53. You also could have written it as sine squared 53. That also would have been fine. Okay, so if you decided to change the two cos 57s at the top to sine 53, you mark that one. And you can decide. I changed the sine 53s at the bottom of the cos 57. Then we could cancel them all out, which is very nice. Cos 37, cos 37, cos 37, cos 37. We're left with 2 divided by negative 1. Or if you did it like this, you could have cancelled the sine. So like you guys probably need some more practice in these types of questions, right? Where it's just working with co-ratios. So I will give you some more of these. Just want to do a note quickly. Okay, any questions on this one, guys? Okay, those of you that are ready, please write the next headings along numerical reductions with algebraic ratios. That's what we're doing today. Numerical reductions with algebraic ratios. Numerical reductions. And here we go. Okay, so we're telling us that cos of 20 degrees is equal to P. And then I want us to find these ratios, so there's going to be more than one, right? The first one is cos 160 in terms of P. Now, in terms of P means that your answer has to be in terms of P. As you have like a 2P or minus P or P plus 1 or something. Okay, you're not going to get a number as your answer. If they say in terms of P, that means that you have to have P in your answer. Let's add that in. So guys, what this also means is because it says that it must be in terms of P, that P must be in your answer. That means that you're not going to be able to use a calculator for this. Right? So what I've seen very often in the past is that people just kind of ignore this instruction. They ignore the internal thing. They just say, oh nice, I'm going to take my calculator, I'm going to type in cos 20. Right? That's going to give me a number. So cos 20 is a number, okay? But then I'm also just going to type in cos 160 and I'm going to write what that answer is. But that's wrong, guys, because they're saying in terms of P. So you just type cos 160 into the calculator and write whatever decimal number that is, that gives you, you're going to get 0. And you have to follow the instructions. So I just want us to add here, no calculator. You can use the calculator to help you reduce what they've given you. I'll tell you now, if you need to. But in terms of your final answer, you can't just write a number that you got from the All right, now cos 160, guys, can I express 160 in a different way? And preferably using 20 because that's the angle that they gave us. Yes. Good. Cos 160 is cos of 180 minus 20. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the angle that they gave me and I am expressing this angle that they're now supposed to be working with in terms of that angle, in terms of 20. So now guys, you can't say that the answer is going to be cos 180 minus p. I've seen that as well. 20 isn't p, cos 20 is p. So what must I now do from here? 180 minus 20, which quadrant is that? 2. Hey, what is cos in the second quadrant? Negative. So guys, cos 180 minus 20 is the same as negative cos 20. Remember for reduction formula, you drop the 180 minus, you just take that and 2 down. Now if cos 20 is p, what's negative cos 20? Negative p. Not negative cos p, just negative p. Alright? Cos 20 is p. So you replace the whole cos 20 with p in the answer. And that's it, guys. That is cos 160 in terms of p. Okay, next one. Sorry. Sine of negative 17. Before we start thinking about, now the 70, I mean, 20, what quadrant is negative 17? Quadrant 4. Okay, so let's first just get rid of that minus thing. That will just make things a bit less complicated. What is sine in the fourth quadrant? Positive or negative? Negative. So this is negative sine 7. Now guys, I need to express this using cos 20 so that I can use p. Now what do we think? Sine 70 cos 20? In co-ratios, right? 70 cos 20 is 90. So I can actually just change sine 70 to cos 20. I'm going to make a note again because this is a difficult concept, especially in the beginning. 70 plus 20 is equal to 90. Therefore, sine 70 is equal to cos 20. That's why we can replace sine 70 with cos 20. Now again, if cos 20 is p, what's negative cos 20? So we're getting the same answer as the guys that are already. Yeah. Yes, but they didn't ask the cos of they asked the sine. So if we're going from our original question, because it's sine and the fourth quadrant to find one. Okay. If it was cos negative, yeah, well, it's really different. But okay, number 3. Cos of 200. Then we're going to keep coming back to 20, right? Because it gave us cos 20. So we need to try and express this using cos 20. So what can I do? 180 plus 20, good. So cos 200 is the same as cos 180 plus 20, which is quadrant 3. What is cos in the third quadrant? negative. So again, we are getting negative cos 20, which is negative. How is the next one? Is not going to be negative. We might have got 3 so far, guys. Now for the next one, they're asking us for sine of 340 degrees. 340, how can I write that again? 360 minus 20. Which quadrant is that? Quadrant 4. What is sine of the first quadrant? Negative. So we have negative sine 20. Guys, this is the problem now because they gave us cos 20, not sine 20. If it was sine 70, we could do what we did up there. Right? Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to draw it. So the information that they gave us at the beginning was cos 20 is equal to p. So just next to this, I'm going to write cos 20 is equal to p over 1. We agree that p is the same as p over 1. You guys remember with our first triangle with lollipop questions, right? The triangle questions with a different quadrant. You always had like sine of x or cos of x or tan of x equal to a fraction. Then that fraction allowed us to draw a triangle, right? Now they've given us cos of a 20-degree angle equal to p. So we need to write p as a fraction. Why do I need to do that? Why do I need a fraction? Good, because it's two sides. What is cos? Adjacent over hypotenuse. So if I rewrite p as p over 1, that means that in my triangle, I'm going to put the 20-degree angle, because that's the angle that they're giving me. The adjacent side is going to be equal to 2, and the hypotenuse is going to be equal to 1. Right, so we're going to draw a triangle. Now, as for this 20 degrees, it is just, you can just draw it like this, just like a special triangle in a sense. You don't actually have to put it in a quadrant, but if you want to put it in a quadrant, that's fine. Which quadrant is that be in? If it's 20 degrees. The first quadrant. Okay, so you can draw it in the first quadrant if you want to, but you don't have to do these ones. Guys, if that angle is 20, you don't really need it for this question, but what were the other angles? We have 20 and we have 90, that one will be 70. Hey, remember those 3 angles in the triangle add up to 180. So that one will be 180 minus 90, which is 90 minus 20, which is 70. Say that's cos of 20. So if we're looking at the 20-degree angle, the adjacent side is 2. And the hypotenuse is 1. Now I can use sine back to find the third side. Do I need the third side, guys? Remember, what am I trying to find? Find 20. Find it opposite. So we do need this one, okay? So guys, I'm just going to call this O because it is the opposite side. But you can call it X or Y, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just at the bottom here, I'm going to say that O squared. Now let's think. Is O, that opposite side, is that the hypotenuse? No. So to calculate that side using 5, we have to take the hypotenuse squared, so 1 squared, minus the other side squared. So please, reason please, Pythagoras. What is 1 squared? Just 1, right? So you can rewrite that as just 1 minus p squared. So what is our going to be? What must I do in Python? Square root. Plus or minus square root, but can this be negative now? If it's just a triangle, okay? No, it can't. So we can just go straight to the square root of 1 minus p squared. And that's it, guys. We don't have to try and simplify that further. They didn't ask us to solve for p. They didn't. Maybe, yeah, this is not a 0, okay? Maybe we shouldn't have used an O. Can we put like a little line over it so that it doesn't look like an O? Maybe just so that it looks like, oh, sorry, like a zero. Oh. Okay, I don't want you to think that that's the square root equal to zero and then we can solve it. Okay, that's not what we're doing. We're finding that side, okay, which is the opposite side. And it's fine that it looks complicated like this. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't have to be a number or one letter. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so we find that this is the square root of 1 minus 3 squared. Now we can finally actually use our triangle to get what sine of 20 degrees is. Okay, so we have negative, because it was negative sine 20, so please remember to take that negative off that box. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So that side that we just calculated over 1, do we have to write it over 1 if it's over 1? Oh, okay, so we can just say square root of 1 minus. And that's the answer, guys. That's what they asked for. They asked for sine 340 in terms of P, and we've given that to you. Okay, that is an answer in terms of. Don't feel like you have to do something else, because then you're probably going to do something that you're not allowed to. Okay, so that is the final answer. Any questions? So guys, in a T-STOR exam, these first questions would count less marks than this fourth one. Okay, so this one would probably be 2 marks. So we'll give you a mark for that and a mark for that. Right? A mark for 1, 2, 3. For this one, I'll give you a mark for that and a mark for that. Here, they're going to have to give you a mark for getting to negative sine 20, a mark for setting up your triangle, a mark for calculating this, a mark for Pythagoras, and a mark for that. Okay, so the last question here would be 5 marks, because it's the only question where you actually needed to draw a triangle. But guys, they're not going to tell you to draw a triangle. Okay, you're going to have to figure out or recognize that you need a triangle in order to find sine 20. Okay, so they gave a cos 20 not that. All right, homework for classwork, turning into homework if you don't finish it. Exercise 12. On page 151, I would like you to do numbers 1 and 2. So these are questions like the one that we just did. The triangle. And then a few more of those correlations questions. I'll just write that down and I can put exercise 12 on the board for the start. Okay, you guys ready? Start. Exercise 12, you're doing 1 and 2 there of that exercise.